Hello everybody! Welcome to first English video on the channel with Z8 Gzag from Australia. Hello.
Hi, how's it going?
I am speak like this for beginning so little children don't go to watch Wojan Bed Wars. That's my Polish trolling accent. Hi.
I like it. It's honestly better than your normal one.
You're way better than me at GeoGuessr, which we're gonna find out through this video and through this duel, and I require help.
Yeah.
Because I lost like 25 ELO when I had like nearly full health and the opponent had 400 health. I clicked on melee when it was Brisbane, so I need lots of advice on Australia.
I see. Well, advice about Australia I can give, so sounds like a good plan.
Right, let's do a duel first so I can have something to put in the thumbnail.
Right, good luck.
Oh,
Do you want-
yeah, go on. I need your controversial opinions about dual balancing. I believe that whatever the difference between your points is, if you get a 5,000, it should take away like a flat 100 health from your opponent. As well as I think multiplier should cap around 3.
Yep, I agree with both of those things, and also I just think like the most important thing is to add no moving duels because that's what I like to play.
Yeah, no moving is really fun, and because I'm like an info whore. I just look around for like the meta designer. Right, shall we begin?
Yeah, so should I put it on moving or no moving for this one?
Go no moving. Go no moving.
Alright, good luck. Shall I deafen as well, or no?
Actually, no. Go moving. Go moving.
Sure. And
I
shall
want to
deafen-
have it as easy as I can.
Shall I deafen while you play? Alright.
I have it on push to talk, so I'll be like speaking Polish, and then I'll say something to you if it's something interesting.
Let's do it like that. Good luck.
I'll need it. Polska. Co za absolutny absurd. Witam. Troszeczkę po polsku wam pogadam teraz. Co tutaj jest? Co tutaj się w ogóle dzieje? Behrhenti. To Malezja w takim razie. I to może być Kuala Lumpur po prostu. Nie wiem, czy chcemy go puszować w tym miejscu. Specyficzne autobusy Proven Reliance. Ja już zaczynam czytać w jakimś takim lokalnym języku. Jeżeli to jest Johor, to będą specyficzne Puchong. Czy Puchong to jest jakieś duże miasto? A tamten nie wiem, czy sobie jeździ, czy nie. O, jest Puchong. I found the town name.
Impressive stuff. Okay, I'm not gonna let you do that again.
It felt like KL and I saw it on a street sign.
Right.
Ghana. Czyli widzicie pierwsze obrażenia Jeboa Experience. Nie mam pojęcia, gdzie możemy być, wiem, klikamy w Koko! I just clicked on the funniest town name I can find.
Legitimate tactic in Ghana, to be honest.
Pretty, yeah, like no one knows any Ghana meta because everyone just sees the tape and click. Wielka Brytania, niestety. Albo stety, ja znam to państwo chyba lepiej. To mi wygląda bardzo szkocko, nie wiem dlaczego, ale nie wiem, czy będę klikał w Szkocję. Chyba kliknijmy w Szkocję. It felt Scottish, I don't know why.
Yeah, I also thought Scotland, but right at the spawn there was a coffee truck that said Bristol on it, so...
You found the info.
Yeah, no moving, bro. You just...
Oh,
you just see what you get.
Dobra, Kecamatan, Perimeta, kurna, Indonezja. Czy on gra no moving? Absolutny kozak. Pornoronga, nie mam pojęcia. You know what we do in Indonesia if we don't know where we are in Indonesia?
Yeah.
Jakarta.
It's not bad. Works.
Because I did find the town name, but it was way too small to find.
Yeah, Indo town finding is...
I memorized every, what's it called, Kalibatan or something?
Kabupaten, yeah.
There you go. To jest Turcja.
Ooh, what's that about?
Ale jaka Turcja? Płaska i sucha. Dobra, klikamy Chivasa. Tutaj nie ma tureckich znaków na tym napisie, co może mu utrudnić, jeżeli on gra no movinga, bo tego znaku również nie zauważy od tyłu, na którym były te tureckie znaki. Yeah, similar vibes.
Yeah, I mean, that could be anywhere in the Central Valleys.
Oh, it's flat and dry, so yeah. And you instantly know the bollard, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I do. Don't worry about that.
Well, I know that the place next to us sells chimneys.
That's good info.
Good info, boys. Czerwone auto z tyłu. Wielka Frankowa Spisz Bela 542. To mi leci jak ta... Im więcej czasu on mi da, tym lepiej mam. No i niestety trochę dupa. 5, 4, 2. To może być gdzieś tutaj. Szukamy tutaj.
That was like the most Polish-looking Czechoslovak round I've ever seen.
It didn't feel Polish to me.
Oh, he had so many dormers on the roofs, though.
Had what, doormats?
Dormer, like the window poking through the roof that you guys have in Poland.
That's a Polish thing?
Yeah, best
You
Polish.
see, when you grow up with it, you don't realize.
True, true.
Jakaś
Look it up.
Korea.
Dormer, D-O-R-M-E-R. Best Polish man.
We would just say like okienko, little window.
I like that. I like that. You
I
may get
love
some
how
points
there's
on
like
me here.
random Chinese characters in Korea. I mean, that's how they learn to write, but
I knew you'd beat me. I suck at. South Korea is my worst country, I think.
I guessed. I just like either click on Seoul or click on the middle, but it looked very built up.
Did I not tell you you'd get closer than me though?
True say, true say.
Yep.
This is a very nice Australia, Kappa. Fribourg. Cholera, to nie będzie KwaZulu. Tutaj klikamy. Oh wow, nice. Freiburg's pretty large. Fair enough.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
Kurna, hop, po prostu tyle w to gra. I hate this round of passion. Hiszpańsko. To aż tak nie nienawidzę. Part of me wants to fucking click on Philippines, but
Ooh, nice, nice.
I don't know why it was vibing like Philippines, but all the meta said Ecuador.
Philippines have similar poll tops to that round, so I can
Yeah,
see
I
that.
don't even look at the polls, mate.
Well, maybe subconsciously though.
I know the Senegal polls, and I know Holy Polies, and that's about it.
Right.
Welcome to Oxbow. Okay, I'm a simple man. I see autumn trees, I click on West Virginia. Fuck!
Holy. Okay.
I could have got you there if I
Could've.
knew the state, but yeah, I guess you could have got me there as well.
No, that's a skill issue on my part, to be honest.
Both of our part, honestly.
I should get that though.
A5. Oh, fancy car that says .lk. Nice. .lanka.
The comeback. He's mounting the comeback.
Do you know the most cursed domain? Do you know what Algeria's domain is?
I don't.
.dz.
DZ.
These nuts.
Why?
It's the local language, Berber, I think the language is.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
I know the language's name for the language, but I don't know what it's called in English. It's called
Yeah,
Tamazight.
Berber. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I think Berber is what I've heard, but I'm not sure.
I think I might have you here.
Oh, sure. You got the town.
Nope.
That's tough, man.
It said Region de O'Higgins.
You got a little landscape
I mean,
too, there, bro.
red herrings every day, dude.
This is why you don't read. You just click.
I guess. Reading is cursed. Right. Shall we go for an Oz? Okay, there's a road.
Oh yeah, there is. Not an uncommon occurrence in this country.
There's no yellow plates, so it's not the Sydney place.
Worth mentioning with that is that half the plates in New South Wales are yellow and half of them are white. So you may see this many cars and not have a yellow. It's possible.
I mean, yeah, we can only see like 1, 2, 3. Yeah, statistical stuff. All right, it's flat.
Yeah.
It looks like the UK, which is kind of cursed. There's a pole, which looks a bit like Uruguay pole, honestly.
Sure.
I don't know. Lots of people with utes.
Sure, we got youths over here.
Yes, sir.
Right. Okay.
What
would you go?
I wouldn't click in Melly. Like,
Yeah,
I wouldn't
okay.
click in Victoria because I don't feel like Victoria looks like this.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't click in New South Wales. And I would either click in Adelaide or Brisbane.
Okay. Well, we got a lot of work to do because there's some clues here that can get you the state, and you've named neither. Firstly, to our south here, we have a concrete pole, round and concrete. So
Uh-huh.
round and concrete poles are most common in Victoria.
Right.
And we are indeed in Victoria here. Another clue
Oh,
is
wow,
to our
okay.
like southeast.
I always
here.
associate Victoria with like having lots of like massive gum trees and like lots of trees, basically, not much.
Yeah,
fields.
yeah. I'm gonna give you like a kind of a regional meta here for this.
Mm-hmm.
So you see the row of like pine trees inside the field. They use those to like break the wind, so to speak. For
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
the crops.
they do that in Poland.
Yeah, and so when you see like a row of pines like that in Australia breaking the wind, that's like Southwest Victoria meta. It's
Breaking
really
the
common
wind
there.
funny because it means farting.
I think if you're gonna remember it like that, then that could. obviously
Yeah,
be the
if
way
it's
to go.
if it's funny to remember better. Right, so pines. Yeah. we do that in Poland. On if you like have an allotment and you don't want it windy, you plant some trees.
Yeah. Okay,
that's
so
a
yeah, if you
Victoria
see
thing.
that made of if you see that made of pines, and they're normally bigger ones, bigger than that,
Mm-hmm.
then yeah, Southwest Victoria normally works nicely. And the Uruguay pole top that you mentioned, the one that looks similar, that is
The
probably
one with
most
the
common.
3 and the middle's taller.
Yeah, the trident. That's most common in Victoria, probably. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, all
What
in all,
about
it
like
is Victoria.
east? There's like the work truck and stuff.
Oh yeah. So we have like, you see that blue strip on the bottom of the plate? That blue strip at the bottom is like found in every state. That's just the heavy vehicle plate. And then behind us we do see a bit of blue on the plate, which is also found in Victoria and Tasmania and Capital Territory. Australia Capital
Tasmania, I
Territory,
feel like
and
you can
WA.
just instantly tell if you see enough of it.
That's right. Not most. I mean, there are a few places in Tas that look like this, but yeah, most times you have the mountains.
Just
so-
look for the Neanderthals.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, this is Victoria, either central or southwest. Okay, so I'm gonna trust the I'm gonna trust the rows of trees here and guess southwest, but yeah, okay,
It's
let's
just north of Melly.
the city. Yep.
Right, this is a trident top still.
Yeah, it is. that's
And
right.
also the curbs. I know these aren't Western Australia curbs, or at least they're not Perth curbs, because I know they're like rounded off more over there.
That's right. Yeah. They're kind of flat, and you'll see that a good majority of the time in Perth. Yeah.
I fell off my bike recently because it was like a tiny curb, but like I came at it at too shallow of an angle and I just fell.
Did you at that moment wish you lived in Perth?
I don't know. I haven't.
It's
been.
hard for one to wish they lived in Perth. To be honest with you.
My friends went to Perth, and that's all I can say.
Okay.
I don't know. If I knew where if I remembered where Ivanhoe was, I could probably get a decent length here. But
Let's pretend we didn't have the sign.
yeah, let's pretend we don't have the sign. Actually, yeah,
How do
it's
you feel about
flat. It feels slightly drier than before. Is there anything specific about the houses that this house to the east has it's raised up like they do in Louisiana?
Yeah, true. That is a strong meta for Queensland, but this is not Queensland this round. Genuinely, most times you see that it's Queensland, but not this time.
Fair enough. Wide road.
We have chimneys, so that would probably mean like in Queensland you wouldn't need chimneys really. It's not cold enough, so
Yeah,
That's something.
I've never thought of that. The lack of chimney means it's probably hot enough that you don't need a fireplace.
to be fair, I've probably never used that meta, but it's probably easy to remember at least.
Dude, last time I was dueling a Japanese guy, and it was the last round was Japan, and I saw the kerosene tank, and I was like, holy
yeah?
shit, kerosene tank, and I panic clicked in the wrong area of Japan.
No.
And I would have gotten it if I clicked on Hokkaido. I clicked on
Right,
like
it's one of the
Nagasaki.
greatest metas.
It's a
Yeah,
good
yeah,
meta,
the
dude.
classic.
It's
I
just
gotta
a
see it in
shame
real
that
life.
it's for Hokkaido when you've got other really good metas for Hokkaido.
That's true. It's a very meta-rich island.
The tree to like east southeast that's got like hanging stuff, is that the eucalyptus?
Yeah, is a kind of eucalyptus. Yeah, but it's got like kind of really tiny leaves for some reason.
I was gonna say.
Look, the eucalyptus eucalypti, I guess. They are useful, but I wouldn't worry too much about them if you're starting out. Yeah, like it's infrastructure stuff is generally more important for
Epic
Australia.
Siberian large moment. What about the west, the pole? It's got like the traffic light, not the street light sticking out of it. Is that a meta thing, or is that just like?
Okay. This one doesn't, but if you look at the one far east down the road, so see how it's got the light poking out, and it gets slightly thicker towards the left side.
Oh, the light's like a branch. Yeah, it's thicker near the base.
Yeah.
It looks like a golf
only
club.
in New South Wales. It's only in New South Wales.
Oh wow. Okay. So golf club
you
lights
have to-
are New South Wales.
Yeah. Now the problem is you have to like look at lights a few times before you can actually differentiate it. But I assure you that the ones that get thicker at the end like that, They are New South Wales only.
Okay, and I guess this is where I will be like looking for town names now. I guess.
Now you could look for the
let's.
town name.
What is Ivanhoe? Is that like a place, or is that like a? The sign's brown, so it makes me think of like, I don't know. It's like a geography kind of thing.
It is a town. I'm just trying to think if it's like over the border, and that's why it's a different color or something.
Oh, perhaps. I feel like I'm Geo Wizard right now. Just like scanning the map for 15 minutes. You guys wanted exciting content. I found Hatfield. Hatfield's like in the middle of nowhere, dude.
Yeah,
Oh,
most
I
of
need
these
to find
places are.
Homebush. All right, I'd click here because honestly, it's like very west New South Wales. There you go. Yeah. Hey.
To be honest, that was like I didn't really have too much to talk about there. It was kind of a sparse
Ooh,
round in terms of clues.
Brazil
This-
dirt,
I like it.
but in Australia.
Yeah, we have the Piauí dirt.
Is that the word for it?
The state of Piauí has this kind of like rocky.
Oh wow,
red
you
dirt.
know the state already. So yeah, right now here, if I was to click no moving, I would just click like near Alice Springs or something. That hill to the northeast looks like Ayers Rock, but like the budget version.
I'm actually trying to figure out what state it's in.
Where's
not 100%
the
yet.
Piauí place?
Far northeast Brazil.
Oh, okay, let's click Brazil, boys. I don't know. I use classic compass because I find it way easier to line up roads.
Right. Yeah. That's what I prefer about it too. It's just you can just visualize what the road should look like on the map so much
I
more
think
easily.
like northwestern Australia is possible here, unless you don't think so.
No, I also think so. And I mean, call me a meta slave, but the reason is we have a blue car, and they just redid the middle road of Australia, and I thought it was with the black car. So
The middle road being the one the GAN goes along, or the 80 miles?
yeah, the GAN.
Yeah. I did that recently. I saw very dry and desert-like Australia. And I was gonna click on Darwin, but it said railway crossing, so I clicked like just south of Alice Springs, and it turned out to be Cuba Petty.
Oh yeah, Kubapedi, yeah, classic.
Yeah.
Do you know they live underground in Kubapedi? A lot of people in the caves.
I mean, shit, I'd do that as well
that
if I
hot?
lived there.
Okay, so I'll say like let's actually just pull down what we have here. We do have mountains. I feel like that makes Northern Territory more likely than WA, but both are possible. The reason I like Northern Territory more here is the fact that we have this very rocky soil. I think Western Australia is more likely to be sandy. So yeah, I do think this is Northern Territory. I think it's not too far from Alice Springs just because of how mountainous it is. Like it should be in the McDonald Ranges or something like that.
I've got my preference already
Okay,
for where I'm
well, you
gonna
go for it
click.
then. You go for it.
It's either near Elliot or Devonport, I would say.
Could it be this?
Just because the road looks nice. It's definitely a main road, I would say. Oh wow.
Okay.
We just got scammed.
Yeah, so I actually think, look, I haven't played Australia in a long time.
No,
I'm
I'm
even
not blaming
capping.
you.
I think the blue car where we clicked though is not possible. So
Okay. Lights
so,
with 2 supports. Milner School. St. Peter's Anglican Church. I know there's like religion meta for Australia. My man has like a red looking plate on that Mitsubishi.
yeah, the red plate's the biggest clue here.
Isn't red plate capital?
No, capital's blue.
Okay, capital's blue. Red plate is Queensland, right?
That's almost correct. Queensland has more of like a kind of purpley red plate. maroon color.
Okay, yeah. Where's the red plates then?
Northern Territory.
Oh wow, okay, so
And
this is Darwin.
Yeah, if you have palms like this, then just go Darwin. Yep.
Where's the palm? Oh yeah, I see them. Woolner, Milner. Okay, I found Milner and road angle here.
Nice.
Yeah.
Clean.
Oh yeah, I didn't look at the church. Okay, this is kind of steppy. Shame we can't see the road signs, but I suppose that's being on top of a bridge. Southwest, the trees have like very white barks.
Yeah, true.
That's the eucalyptus thing, right?
Oh yeah,
Yep.
definitely.
We
kind
have
of olive
an
green
RV
leaves.
to the southeast, or Gypsy Homestead as we call them in Europe. The road markings are the same throughout all of Australia, right?
There are slight differences. For example, you'll never see a single white line in New South Wales for some reason. Other than that, can pretty much find everything.
Single
anywhere.
white, like continuous or dashed?
Yeah, single white continuous does not really exist in New South Wales. Extremely rare. There's one specific territory meta here, which will get us the territory, and then. We just have to
Okay,
use
is it
climate.
the truck signs?
It is not. It is the yellow band around the sign, just to our north there. So that yellow sticker, it's like a reflector. I would say 95% Northern Territory.
Okay, so Northern Territory again.
And notice that we have the black Google car this time. You can see that kind of faintly to our south there.
Yep.
That would be indeed Northern Territory as opposed to WA. I don't think you get it in WA, so
Right.
yeah.
I'm gonna go for it. Oh wow, we're way more south.
Yeah, I guess just the fact that it was a bit less lush there, but a few less trees, but yeah. You just kind of have to learn that road a little bit.
A cool town name. That's what I base my guesses off. But I mean, guessing the
Yeah.
region's good enough sometimes.
Yeah, true.
I don't know why this lawn to the northwest makes me think of Mongolia for some reason. Very orange dirt. Feels like Arizona nearly. Actually feels
an
a lot
interesting
like
road.
Arizona.
Yeah, these like salt bushes or something.
Honestly, if there were cactuses, I would be clicking on Sonora right now. But,
Right.
yeah. and wrong hemisphere, of course.
Of course.
Not much meta here.
No, so
But there are
I'm gonna say
mountains
here.
to the southwest. I mean, not mountains.
I
hills.
believe this meta. Look, it's a bit marginal here because we can't actually properly see it. But I believe that these signposts here
Oh,
on the
hold
kind
on,
of
hold on,
black and
hold
white arrow are specific.
Let me guess. This is a wild guess.
Yeah.
There's this
yeah.
big sign that says warning to the southeast. Could we be near the legendary dingo fence?
Ooh. I mean,
If we
it's
are,
actually
that is cracked on my account.
I guess so. It's not impossible, but you're not too far away from the big clue here. And now you can kind of see it on that south location. I want you to pan north though and look at the kind of like road-ending chevrons here, the black and white. And you can see that the like signposts on it are kind of flat. They're not actually. You can't really see unless you step.
It's
one
very
forward,
difficult
but
to see. Yeah.
They're not round, and actually the rusting actually kind of helps to see. You can kind of see the
Oh,
shadow.
the
on
two
right
legs that it's on.
Yeah,
The
they're
right
flat
one
rather
kind
than
of
round.
looks flat. Okay, yeah.
And they also, and you can actually see on the left one some holes going down it.
Yep.
Very faintly.
I
on the
very
front.
faintly I see those like five holes now. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, those holes, as well as it being flat, are only found in WA and South Australia. Only ever. Very good.
Okay.
Meta. And if they're found in WA, they're almost always painted yellow. So this should be South Australia.
Okay, so we're if there's holes, we're in the two boringly named states.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, Northern Territory is like semi-boring.
Yeah, but at least it kicks the mold a little bit, kicks the trend. Okay,
Right.
so,
And
and then
it's
we have
dry.
hills.
Yeah.
It's dry and hilly. So I would suggest that we are either near the
Gawler
Flinders
Ranges National
here.
Park or no?
There's Gawler Range.
North
oh,
of
no, no, no.
Woodinna.
Not a bad guess, and actually still decently possible, but I think it probably looks more like the Flinders Ranges, which is to the east and near the lakes, the last bit of green before the lakes, or on the way to Broken Hill. Now, the road angle probably
That sounds
fits
like a
Flinders
place in
Ranges
Fallout,
better.
dude.
Well, Broken Hill is where they filmed Mad Max, so
Oh wow, there you go.
yeah. I tend to think that this is probably closer to the Flinders Ranges, just because we have those hills.
That's where I'm gonna.
It's also apparently the geologists say it's the oldest mountain range in the world.
Oh wow. Okay.
But actually, where you called out before, like the kind of Gawler Ranges National Park area, also possible.
Well, let's try it. Ooh, yeah.
Okay,
I would have been
yeah.
closer.
You would have been closer. No, about equidistant maybe. Or it depends where you clicked in the mountain range.
True so.
Okay,
Right.
we have meta here.
Okay, it's town.
Yep. Oh, this round is
It's
the
a
best one we had
hilly
so far.
town. It's Australian San Francisco.
Yeah, sure.
Plates look like they have like a blue line, but I'm not gonna look yet. I can't. Perth. Okay, the sign says Perth, West Leaderville.
Oh, come on. There's so many things, and you had to use that.
Yeah.
This guy just reads signs.
I just read signs.
Yeah. All right. Let me take you through why this is Perth. all
Okay,
right?
is Perth like the hilly town in Australia?
No, actually, Perth's one of the flattest capitals, I reckon.
Okay, then this road is weird.
Yeah, and so, it should be probably northeastern Perth for that reason. But, let's break it down. Okay, number one, we got the sloped curbs in the center of the road there on those islands to the north. Yep,
Okay,
they're
yeah.
sloped pretty easy.
So that's a Perth thing, or that's the WA thing?
WA thing, most commonly, I would say actually just a WA thing, but you can see it in other states, just most common in Perth. Other, Exhibit 2, the sign in the center. Flat signpost that's painted yellow, okay? That is the same one we saw the last round, except painted yellow.
Alright,
Number 3.
yeah, because of I thought the D-shaped thing that I don't know elderly people hold on to, and the sign is
Yeah.
like part of one structure, but I only just realized it's
so-
two different ones.
Yeah, actually, the fact that the support thing is painted yellow as well, you'd only see that in WA and New South South Wales. So
Okay.
it's also good.
Well, that's a difficult hedge then.
True. But you can use it with combination of other things and
Yeah,
get
yeah.
closer.
Confluence.
Okay, go to the east and see the metallic light post that has the H on it. Do you see that?
Yes.
Just across the street. Yeah. So that
Oh,
one,
it looks like
you see-
Mexico poles. It's octagonal.
It does, but I would completely ignore the light post and look instead at the sticker on it.
Uh-huh.
So see how it's kind of got like Indonesian colors like that?
Yeah, okay.
You can either see Polish flag or Indonesian flag with these stickers.
Polska górą.
exactly. Right attitude. So, I mean, you can see that both of those
Mm-hmm.
in WA.
Okay, so WA has
Polish or
the
Indonesian?
Polish helicopters. If you look southeast,
Yeah.
by the wheelie bin, there's like a yellow pole that looks like Andorra snow poles. Is that a meta?
That's got the same. That's the same concept as the kind of railing for the old people.
Oh yeah, I see that now. And the railing looks
Same
like the
motif.
red's been faded out to like a weird purple thing.
Yeah, same motif.
Okay, that's nice.
Then, if you go west here, we have the blue strip at the top of the license plates, which is only in WA.
Yeah, I noticed the strip.
Yep, and then also this is kind of like how the middle of the road is painted red, like
It looks like
Perth?
inverse Holland,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah, in Perth they love that, and they also love really red like footpaths. That's useful. And then also we just have quite a few palms, but it's also quite temperate. Not really.
Yeah, I
tropical,
suck at
but
the climate
lots of
tree
palms.
meta.
Just trying to think. There should be at least one more here. There are other things, but they're kind of too distant. So
It's
and
a
then
lot.
Also,
It's a lot still.
yeah. And
What
then
about
also
like the electricity
bus
box
stop
to the
here?
north on the roof?
yeah, not
Like the
helpful, I would
transformer?
say.
No?
Probably helpful but like Perth's meta rich enough that you don't need that.
Fair enough.
And then if you look southeast at the side of the road there's a bus stop that's kind of attached to the ground, the red one. Don't worry about the red because that will change colors, but there'll always be a green box on the Perth ones. And that's the only state where you ever see green on the
The
bus
second from the top.
stop. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, okay.
So if you see green on the bus
Oh,
stop,
and the
then
red
WA.
is like the different lines, I guess?
Yeah, probably. Although there's probably too many lines. I don't know. It could be different zones or something.
Okay, fair enough.
So I think northeast Perth, just with the hills, but there's a place called Zigzag Scenic Drive. I'll go there.
There you go, mate.
I think it's somewhere there.
I need to go to Mount Kościuszko.
Yeah, true. I don't know. Do you know anything about him?
I know
It's
that
named
he
after some
was
Polish explorer.
an absolute don. I don't know. I know him, and then the other Polish explorer I know about is Scholz Rogoziński, who like just chilled in Cameroon in the 19th century.
Fair call.
All right, this is like the fun Australia.
All right, pure landscape. Take me away in 30 seconds. See what you think.
I don't know. The dry grass to the northwest makes you want to say it's dry, but the other colors make you want to say it's wet. It's kind of weird.
What about if you just pan straight north and then zoom in and kind of look inside the trees?
Is there
See
gonna
if
be,
you
like,
can see what I mean?
Vietnamese people in the trees. I don't know what I'm looking for.
There's like a bunch of like little palms and tropical looking trees here.
Okay, yeah, I kind of see that.
I can count like 3 different palms here and more in the distance as well. It's pretty much with this green grass and that many palms and the fact that they're so dense but like thin. It's this has to be Darwin area.
Okay, Darwin palms.
Combined with like the pinkish, purplish, brownish dirt. I would say it might be Litchfield Park National Park.
Or Kakadu.
It could be Kakadu, but Kakadu is normally Generation 4, so yeah,
Normally.
I would go Litchfield.
I'll see. There you go.
Okay.
Both. That might be...
23.
No, not enough.
Not quite.
I'll have to teach you Poland next round, dude. We'll be just basically looking around for... I'll be making you memorize phone codes, dude.
Actually, no.
Okay, so I know this is looking at names, but when it says C and
Yeah.
like a road name, I always like associate those with Victoria.
Most likely to be seen in Victoria, yeah.
Okay. This place looks like it could be bloody Switzerland. Apart from the weird trees, it's like the terrain looks Swiss, but the trees don't look Swiss.
I could pay it, yeah. I could see it. So firstly, where would you go? Because there's a few clues here I'll jump straight into.
Mate,
once
if
I've
I don't know where I am,
you.
I just click like North Victoria.
Sure, not a bad hedge here. It's not right, but it's not a bad hedge. First things first. The number one, I honestly think like there are some really strong metas here. The number one, in my opinion, is if you look just straight north at this pole to our slide to our east, at the top it has like a really thin crossbar.
Uh-huh.
The crossbar is like it's like like 2D actually. Like it's very thin, and you can't quite make out exactly how it looks because of the shadow, but it's a thin metal bar, and it's about half the like thickness of a normal one, I would say. This is only found in Tasmania, and it's extremely strong because even from a distance, if you get slightly used to it, you can see how thin the crossbar looks.
Okay.
And just go straight based on it. Yeah. Okay, number 2 thing. Number 2 most useful here is this white directional signs here with the C on them. So the white ones are only found in Tasmania.
Okay.
And normally only
they would be green?
because they're elsewhere always green. Yeah. But yeah, the white ones only Tas.
Also, black and white hypnosis thing that tells you that it's a corner. When we found that one earlier, it was like in the middle, it was a rhombus, but here, like it's only the top half, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, that's right. So they use, this is not specific. This one's certainly not specific. They certain states are more likely to use certain ones. So the one we saw before, that's most likely in like South Australia or in Victoria. Ultimately, I wouldn't really put too much mental effort into trying to learn those because they're too inconsistent.
Fair enough.
Next thing I would say is that we have a possum guard on the pole close to us as well, which stops possums from climbing all the way up. You know what I mean?
Thing that looks like the thing they put on your coffee.
Yeah, exactly right.
Yeah.
Exactly right. And so if you ever see one of those that's slightly green, there's a variety that's slightly green. If you ever see one of those, 100% Tasmania. However, if you just see them normally, maybe like 50% Tasmania, as in like 50% of them you can find are in Tas. And then Generation 2 cameras, super common in Tas. And then those mountains in the south, they're pretty prominent. Yeah, I would say this is all in all 100% Tasmania.
All right, shall we guess?
For multiple reasons, yeah, that's correct.
That deserves a dab, I think.
Oh, let's go. You lined up the 5K while I was explaining.
Yeah.
You're keeping the game alive.
I try.
Okay, oh, more meta. I like it.
All right, we've got pipe, we've got water main, we've got additional bollard next to the pothole or, I don't know, animal thing.
Yeah, they're useful.
We've got Brazil dirt in Australia.
We do. Yep.
To our west, we've got like a tiny little thing in the ground that I don't know what it says. And in the background, there's a row of trees that don't look like eucalyptuses.
So I think, excluding the bushes, I think every tree we see here is a eucalyptus. And they're just kind of dark barked ones.
Oh, fair enough.
Okay, let's break it down. Firstly, quickly, where do you think you'd be going here?
Southwestern Australia?
Yeah. Bang on, I reckon. So let's break it down.
This is like the one vibe I can kind of feel.
Yeah. So this dirt color, where it is just kind of like a pure orange, that kind of Brazilian vibe, but a little bit less red. That's super Southwestern Australia or just Western Australia. And also the fact that we have green as well, combined with that dirt color, very strong for that. Number 2, those little bollards next to the water main. They're Western Australian exclusive, and they always get put next to a water main or a river or something like that.
The extra candy cane bollard.
That's right, exclusive to WA. We also have to our west here, northwest-ish, it's green at the bottom. Pole's painted green at the bottom. WA, not exclusive, but has probably 80% of them. And then we have this like long sticker with the yellow running through the middle. That's a WA exclusive one. If you just see a really long white sticker, then that's probably WA. In fact, anything that looks like that should be WA.
What's the sticker for? Or do you know?
It's like a high voltage warning, I think.
Ah, fair enough. Okay.
The Trident top is the one that we saw in Victoria before. And specifically, okay, when I'm saying Trident top, I'm specifically talking with the long the long insulators here. Not circular ones, but these long ones.
Yeah. With the long ones.
Yeah. This specific version, only Western Australia and Victoria. Okay. And then we have these kind of weird hills to our east or southeast here. So
yeah, I see those.
I kind of think those might be
they
like
almost
Denmark
make me feel like New Zealand.
Yeah, it's a bit of a weird ride. I
like
think
the
these are
rolling
Albany or
hills.
Denmark hills. Might take it Albany. I don't know. Albany or Denmark. Something on the south coast there.
I'm gonna guess.
Alright, let's go.
Oh wow.
Okay, that's bad. Well, you know, sometimes you get random hills elsewhere as well. I don't think I've ever seen those hills before in my life.
I'm learning a lot.
Okay, I should have been a bit more critical there. I just didn't think I could place the hills anywhere else. Because WA, the south half of WA, very flat. Very
fair enough. Australia follow car question mark?
Probably on this road, but unfortunately nothing more.
We have evidence of American football being played to the north.
Do we indeed? Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, or like the rugby thing. Very tall, kind of marshy, swampy grass around us.
Very helpful here. Very helpful. Here.
There's like little yellow lights in the middle of the road. I don't think I've seen them before. Maybe the camera was too shy.
No, they're very common in Australia. Where are you placing it?
I've not a clue, mate. I'd just click mid-Victoria. Something makes you want to say Queensland.
What makes you want to say Queensland here?
It doesn't look like
skipping on the
Victoria.
state.
It doesn't look like Victoria.
Okay, so your Queensland intuition is correct here, in my opinion. And you pointed out that long grass. I think that's the main thing here.
Right.
This kind of tropical, yellowy long grass is basically only found in New South Wales and Queensland.
Is Queensland the Florida of Australia?
Gosh. Yeah, in a way. I mean, the Queenslanders act like Floridians, so we can at least say that. Yeah, something about the hot weather drives people like who are meant to live in a European climate crazy.
Oh, and like if I think if you look like directly east and look like zoomed down at the grass, it is actually in a ditch, and it does look like there's like either murky water or mud where it's located.
Yeah, or at least there was probably water running there at some point recently or something. Yeah, so, and yeah, they're kind of big tufts of grass. I definitely like it for Queensland. Also, like the trees are kind of like, they're kind of apart from each other and very thin. Now, you shouldn't use this like too much because it is a bit inconsistent, but that's very much a Queensland thing as well, I would say. So, yeah. I would be happy for that. So, yeah, I would like not be going too far inland here because we have so much green. But it should just be somewhere like mid-Queensland, mid to South Queensland, in my opinion.
I found a town name I like. There you go.
Okay, mid-Queensland.